In this video, I'm going to show you how to calculate the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple of 108 and 24. So let's start with highest common factor of 108. So 108 can be split into two numbers, 2 and 54. Now we check for prime numbers. Are any of them prime? 2 is a prime number because it can only be divisible by 1. 54, however, can be made up of 6 times 9. So 6 times 9, and now we check if 6 and the 9 are prime numbers, but they're not, because 6 can also be made by 2 times 3. And 9 can be made up of 3 times 3. Now we check if they're prime numbers. So 2 is only divisible by 1, nothing else. 3 is only divisible by 1 and nothing else. So there are our prime numbers. And we don't go any further because we do not have any more branches coming off. So let's write this out. 108, the highest common factors are 2, 2, 3, 3, and 3. So we write the numbers that we have circled, which can also be written as 2, and how many 2's do we have? 2 2's, so 2 squared, times by 3. How many 3's do we have? 3. So we write that as 3 cubed. And that is our answer for 108. Now let's look at 24. So 24, what can be made up of 24 apart from 1? 4 and 6. Are they prime numbers, or do they have other times tables apart from 1? Yes, so 4 can be split into 2 times 2, and 6 can be split into 2 times 3. Now we check for prime numbers. So here we already know that 2's and 3's are prime numbers, so we can circle these because they can only be divisible by 1. And there's no more branches coming off, so that's the end of it. So 24 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, which is then equal to 2. How many 2's do we have? 3, so 2 cubed times by 3 because we only have 1. Now let's look at a question asking us to calculate both the 108 and 24. So let's write the answer for 108 and the answer for 24 that we've got. And if we get a question saying work out the highest common factor of 108 and 24. So they want us to find out the highest common factor of both 108 and 24. So that means we circle the ones they have in common. So there's 2 in both of them, so we circle that as 1. And there's another 2 in common, so we circle that, and the 3 is also in common. So let's write this out. So highest common factor is then equal to 2, so we count that as 1. So there's a 2, and another 2, and a 3. So we count the circle, what we have rounded up as 1 number. And now we do 2 times 2 times 3, which is equal to 12. So that's our answer. Now let's work out the lowest common multiple. So here we continue to use our answer we got for the highest common multiple, highest common factor, which we got as 12. Now what we do is we times this by the ones that we haven't used. So we haven't used the 3 or the other 3 and the 2. So we times that all by the 12, which is then equal. So I've circled it here, so we didn't use the 3 or the 3 and the 2. So we do 12 times 3 times by 2, which is then equal to 216. And that is our answer for lowest common multiple.